Hello, welcome. My name is Kez and I'm from Momiji Savings Studios. I thought I'd hop on and record my process right now. I actually applied for a job in New Zealand last week, got interviewed on Monday, was offered the job 2 hours later, and I've booked my flights to go back to New Zealand. So I'm in significant debt up to my eyeballs, and so we have to empty everything. I've got some notes here. There's 510 left in my savings. I drew £1,000 out of there to pay for my flights from Japan to NZ. I've got, this is my London to Japan flight. I did get some money off using my British Airways savings, and this is in my credit card from my foot surgery. So basically I've got to empty out everything and start afresh. So this probably won't be done again now because this was saving for my flights. I started applying for jobs last week thinking it would take a few months. I had no idea that I would get a job that quick. It's not in my old job, it's a new job. And yeah, it's going to be interesting. So that is now empty. That will go back to New Zealand with me. I'm also struggling in that I need to, what do I need to do? I need to also take things back to New Zealand, and I can only take 2 suitcases. 265 of this 510 belongs to my grandchildren. Then we have my UK trip. So this is BBMU. So you can already see that I'm already have not got that money. I've actually got my Canva to renew, but I've put it on hold for 3 months because that money is also gone. This is money for Scotland, and as you can see, that money has also gone. So that's, I'm going to put that there, Scotland and BBMU. What's BBMU? Did it have any? Yes, it had cash. Right, let's have cash. Right, so that's empty, and I'm going to take out this money because this was also in the savings account. It's gone, so that's gone. So this is now empty of all funds, and basically I just looked at my account and worked out it's basically cost me £5,000 just to live in England while I've been here. It cost me 20 grand just to get here, but anyway, such is life. Pixel Perfect, this is now gone from here. There's 100 there, so all that is gone, and we'll just leave that bit of change in there. Shut the box, that can stay, and then this is my money for next week. And then in here, beauty, I've got my hair appointment booked, so that can't go anywhere. Hobbies is nothing. This is my birthday money, and basically that's gone as well. Right, so, oh, premium bonds hasn't come through yet, so I must remember premium bonds. Let's write that down here. So premium bonds to come into my account is 300, and I'll close the account, so that's 350 will come out of there on June the 4th, I think it is, when the next one's drawn. Okay, let us see what we've got. This is depressing because I haven't got any of this money, but let's see if we can take some of this money to actually go to BBMU. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm rushing because the battery on my phone has died, and I've just had a big argument with my mum because she couldn't be bothered to shower her husband. She said, do it later, do it later, do it later. So I've only got 5 there. I don't know what's happened there. And so I'm rushing to get this done before she comes back, and to also do it before my battery dies. I'm hoping it's filming. Anyway, this is all the money that's come out of my binders. I've left my hair money in there. So in flights, £4.90. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 80, 70, 80, 94. I'll count all of this in flights. 10, sorry, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 91, 5, put that there, it says 1,000. So that covers some 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 65. So 1,065 there. 1,065. So I just missed some, I don't know. Oh dear. So 1, 10, 20, 50, 60. 160 has come out of binders, which have gone. Okay, so Scotland had 220. Oh, that's an extra 10. 220, 30, 40, 50, 60. So 260 there. Grandkids and BBMU has 3, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 350 there. So that's gone. What I need to do is replace this money with this cash, and then what's left in the bank and what's left in this cash will then go off the credit card. I knew I would have to pay the 1,000 that I normally pay over to New Zealand into my credit card, and that takes care of the foot, and then we'll have to find the rest. And I have 6 weeks left at work, so there'll be 2 months' wages going in. Right, so we're going to pay the grandkids back. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, and 20, 40, 65. So 265 will now go into the grandchildren's savings, because this is what's in there plus what's in there this month. So that will go in there, and then this can be wiped off. I've got a new sponge. There we go. So that will start again. I will put money back into my savings when I've paid for everything. So I've paid for my flights. I've got insurance, travel insurance until the 10th of July, so I can just do a couple more weeks travel insurance, which is good. And then, yeah, we'll see how we get from there. So BBMU isn't first. Let's do Scotland. Scotland I go to this week. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200. And 20 plus those. So Scotland now is cashed out. We're still filming, I hope. Right, I'll wipe that up, so that's done. And then we've got BBMU, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And then we've got that for BBMU, so we can take this number here and make that 210. So in the bank at the moment is 210. for BBMU. Right, and 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 140, 150, 450. So that's good. So BBMU can go back in here because I've more or less cashed it, other than that 210, which, oh no, not that one. There is 500 in that savings account, so BBMU is here, and we've got 210 in the savings account for the rest of that, which I'll need to get out in cash. I wonder, you know what I wonder is, I wonder if we take this cash, this here, this 210, and take it out the grandkids, because the grandkids can stay in the bank, whereas I need the cash from BBMU. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, hang on. Yeah, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 210. So there's 210 there. And then in Scotland, in the grandkids will put 210 there. So there's 210 in the grandchildren's bank account. 260, 280, 295. So we've got 10, 30, 50, 60, 70, 5. I'll get there in the end. That's it. Because we had 75 in the envelope and 295 on the card. This is why there's too much in all these. So that's correct now. See, I knew it wasn't right. Anyway. Yes, so in here we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 220, 240. And I think that is right for Scotland. So I'm going to take 250, and then this can be from BBMU. So BBMU now has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300, and 10, 20, 30, 330, which I think is right. And if it ain't, then it ain't. And somewhere along the line, someone might have got more, but this is what happens with savings. They get spent. So Scotland is ready to go. And we have, the only thing off this is 210, which leaves 300. And that can go into here, into the credit card with that. So that makes 650. So we've paid that back out of the card. So this has 1392.39 plus 1289.14 equals minus 650 equals 2031.53. That's the debt now, and I get paid 2.6. And I do need to put money away, but I won't need to put as much. So I'll put 1,000 on that straight away, which will make it 103,153. I want to put 500 to New Zealand because I need to pay some money there. So yeah, my budget in the next 2 months is going to look very different, but we've managed to pay for our flights home. I've got to save up some money to take with me. So yeah, and but anyway, I thought I'd bring you along on this journey. Bit messy, I know, but the other thing is I've got 6 weeks to pack up all this and post it back to New Zealand, so I'm going to have a big sort out. I'll do that on camera, and then we will do some mini cash stuffings, and then for about probably about 4 weeks there won't be any videos, so I'll probably put some things up of me travelling and that, because I won't be cash stuffing whilst I'm so I'll have 6 weeks more left in the UK, so I'll do cash stuffing for that, and then I've got 3 weeks in Japan with the kids, and I'll put some videos up for that, and then I'll have a week moving in with friends, and then I'll have 4 weeks of work with no money. But if anybody knows about the tax system in the UK, I've paid tax on last month's wages and this month's wages, and I'll have 2 lots of tax to pay, so I'll only have paid tax for 4 months of a whole year, so I might be able to get that back. I'm not sure how it works, but let's see how it works. Anyway, it's looking more manageable. It's not, it could have been worse. It could have been £4,000 worth of debt. Because I've cash stuffed, this method really works. I've got money for Scotland, money to go to BBMU. This debt also includes the accommodation of my week away in Worcester and Leicester. I'll have to start saving for that, but it's really good. So we've got there. So thanks for coming along on my trip. I hope my battery didn't die, and I'll see you all again later. Bye for now.